Y'all, and welcome to K-Gurly's K-Talk. I am your lovely host, the one and only K-Gurly. And, this podcast episode, it's going to wake up some emotions. It's going to cause some people to think about some stuff. Yeah, it might even start a riot, but it needs to be talked about. So, first things first, let's really get into it. The cat's eye situation. So, from the information that I was able to find out about that situation, apparently Manon and Danielle has been having some type of issues behind the scenes for a good little minute, and Danielle has been telling her father about it. I'm not shaming nobody for telling their parents nothing, because what I'm saying, like, if I got a problem, I'm gonna tell my mama too. Like, what? Like, we finna talk about this. Like, I gotta tell it to somebody. But when your parent goes to social media about the issues with your members and all that, that's a no. That is a no. That is a no. That's like, no, and from my understanding, Manon has already left the group. From my understanding, please correct me if I'm wrong, but that is from my understanding, she has left the group. And, Danielle's father took to social media and was saying some stuff about the situation as well as the group and whatever the case may be. And Manon has been reposting a lot of things pertaining to her basically not coming back to the group. So, I don't know. So, we gonna keep a look at that. Like, we're just gonna keep an eye out for that to see how that's gonna go. Now, kitty cat's eye, everything's gnarly. Apparently, everything is not gnarly over there. It is not gnarly. Nothing is gang. Apparently, it's bang, 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 bang. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my God, that was so corny, y'all. Please don't judge me, y'all. I'm just saying, like, oh God. I don't know, man. We gonna keep a close look on that situation and continue to talk about that. Now we're on to Bang Chan, and with this situation, first of all, I was so happy when that man said, I'm already 30. How the fuck am I supposed to act? I literally jumped, flipped, skipped, hit a split, got the twerking, shaking that ass. Girl, you would have thought. I won an award for how hard I was acting. I was so happy when he did that. Because it's just a simple fact, like, yes, let him know you a grown-ass man. Yes, put your foot down. And keep it down. I was so happy. I was just so happy. Because I'm like, yes. Like, get on they fucking ass. Like, get on their ass, Chris. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, y'all, man. I was just so happy when he did that. Because it's just like, nobody is really used to idols really standing up for themselves or really like letting it be known how it is they truly feel. And me and some of my friends actually pointed this out. Like, there's a difference between Christopher Chang Bang and Bang Chan. Christopher Chang Bang is his Aussie side, like that's straight Aussie, and then Bang Chan is the leader Korean side. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly feel like I just feel like he should do more of that, And here's my personal opinion that was not paid for. When he said, whatever I do affects my image, whatever you do affects my image, I kind of looked at that and I was like, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, your image is already solidified as this respectful, hardworking ass person, this humbled ass person that's so nice, sweet, and generous. How could you sticking up for yourself possibly damage your image. If anything, it makes your image stronger, especially as a leader. That's just me. It just shows off that you have some type of self-respect. Like, that's just me. And I know y'all gonna say, oh, that was harsh, she was mean. And I'm just saying, man, like, especially as a leader, you know, you speaking out about the phones being in your face, you know, I love when Chris does that. Like, hey, look, stop putting the phones in my face. Like, stop putting the phones in my face. I get it. Like, I love when he does that. Because, like, and then when he does that and people still do it, it does come to the point where I'm just like, Chris, start smacking the phones out their hands, you know. And I get he don't want to smack the phones out of their hands because he is a leader. And, you know, somebody might try to press charges on him or anything. But me personally, I start pressing, like, even though if Chris don't want to smack nobody's phones out of their hands, I just start pressing charges for violating my private personal space. I'm just saying, especially in the airport when there's a lot of rules and regulations in an airport. Christopher, get to work. So, yeah, like, I mean, I just feel like I don't know how many times he got to really ask that question, like, because, I mean, at something, like, he got more patience than, and, like, this is coming from a person who has a lot of patience. I have a lot of patience, a lot of it, but I don't have enough to where you approach me and put something in my face. That is an immediate defense mechanism, and I'm going to swing. I'm going to swing. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to knock something like that. Is like when you're coming towards someone's face, your face is a part of your entire cranial cavity. Like that is your entire head. You know, anyone can immediately have something on their phone case and they putting that towards his face and all that. Like, I'm just like, me personally, I would not be like, I couldn't be as patient as I was with Chris. And Christopher, you have my highest respect for that. You do. Like, I respect you so much for being able to handle some shit like that. Because, like, me personally, I will start looking up them airport rules, seeing if I can press charges or something like that. Because that's the only way how they gonna learn, honestly. But that does make me happy to know, like, he constantly speaks up about it. Now, I did find out, like, some people was telling him, like, to actually, like, hit the fans. Oh, no, let's not do that. You know, let's not encourage him to hit the fans. K-Gurly encouraged him to smack phones out of people's hands. That's what I encouraged. I'm gonna be honest, I did, because I'm like, that is literally a natural defense mechanism. Like, when something get close to your face, the first thing you do is swing. Like, that is a natural defense mechanism. I have not met not one person that would not swing when you are bringing your hand to their face. I have not met not one person. None. I haven't. Until I got into K-pop, when I seen these K-pop idols, how stiff they gotta be when someone comes towards their faces. Highest respect, highest honor, highest everything you can give. Cause no. I'm just saying, man. You know, it's like the industry trains them to be people pleasers. And I'm not, like, I can't even say I'm not okay with it, because, I mean, I'm not okay with it, but it's like, what is it going to change, honestly? I mean, I'm going to keep speaking on it, because, I mean, that's what I'm going to do, but it's like, you know, if they can't advocate for themselves, how can I? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to stop advocating for them. I'm really not. But it's more so like, okay, well, she's talking about it again. Oh, shit, there she go again. It ain't going to change. Shut up. And it's like, if don't nothing change, then it's like, how much longer do they have to deal with this? Because just because as a fan you have access to these idols does not mean you have ownership over them. I'm just saying, you know. And with them setting their boundaries, it does not mean it's disrespect. Like, just because they set boundaries, it don't mean that they disrespecting you, you know. Growth in a K-pop idol looks like them saying no without having to apologize, you know. Growth looks like they're breaking out of something. They're breaking out of something that they don't like and evolving into something that they truly love to do. Sound wise, dance, dress, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to boundaries and idols standing up for themselves, like for example, Jungkook, you know what I'm saying? Like, they kept infantilizing him for so long, and then it's just like, let him know, like, hey, look, I'm 28. I've been around the block, fuck some bitches, smoke, drink, I party, you know what I'm saying? I'm not innocent. I'm a grown-ass man, you know? He didn't say it like that now. This is just me putting it in my version. This is me putting it in my version, okay? So... he didn't say it like that. He did not say it like that. Just to clarify, Jungkook did not say it like that. Okay, he did not. Just wanted to get that out there. But yeah, and it's like Taeyeon, you know, he called out invasive behavior publicly, you know, and as well as 17, you know, that's another, you know, K-pop group, you know, they set boundaries on their lives. You know, when people think they finna come on their lives and say whatever they want to say, they shut that shit down. Keyhole, do I even need to say anything else? Keyhole, do I need to say anything else, man? Come on now. Like, and that you know, that does make me look at some idols, because it's like, okay, if Keyhole is younger than me, I'm 25. Keyhole is what, guys? 23, 24, if I'm not mistaken. Boy be cursing on the lives. That boy be putting his foot down, everything. Like, you're not finna say nothing to him without him basically saying something back to you. It makes me look at these other adult idols that are older than him, and I'm just like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And I know a lot of y'all gonna keep saying they have an image that they have to maintain. If your image is solidified the way it's stated to be solidified and the way it's shown to be solidified, you speaking up for yourself is not going to damage your image. In fact, it's going to make your image a lot more stronger. It's actually going to show a sense of self-respect that you have. I'm just saying, because, like, to me, that just don't sit right with me. Oh, I can't do this because of my image. You know, I can't just up and do this because of my, like, your image is solidified as you think it's solidified. Not just as you think it's solidified, but as the media shows it's solidified. You doing A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z shouldn't really tarnish it. Unless it's something like drastic, like, oh, you beat up a fan. Like, you actually beat up a fan, like, for no reason. Like, you just straight Hulk Hogan this motherfucker, like, you Hulk smash this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, you violating someone's privacy, you breaking it, like, doing something felony wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing something stupid, you know, that will probably tarnish your image. Not probably, it will tarnish your image. But you speaking up for yourself is not going to really damage your image. And this is where the parasocialism comes into play. So right now, everyone take out your pen and paper and your calculator, because right now we're going to do a mathematical equation. What does, if X equals Y and A plus B equals C, what does Z minus X equal? Can't solve the equation, huh? Well, there's another equation that I have that I would like for everyone to solve. What is parasocialism plus entitlement divided by disrespect equals? I'll tell you what it equals. Ownership chaos. Parasocialism plus entitlement divided by disrespect equals ownership chaos. Like, because it just comes to the point where just because people have access to these idols, they just feel like they own them. And I'm just, and the idols have to be okay with it. They have to be okay with it because they are trained to people please. That doesn't sit right with me at all. Like, it's more so, this isn't just about fan culture. It's more so about human dignity and human decency. And I get when people say, oh, well, Felix knew what he signed up for. Jackson Wang knew what he signed up for. And Hyphen knew what they signed up for. And Cordis knew what they signed up for. You know, Bang Chan knew what he signed up for. So I'm not understanding why people be trying to baby them. And yeah. It's not babying them. It's more so like these are adults except for Cordis. Cordis is a group of all minors. these are all adults, and them speaking out about something, or if the fans speak out about something, it's not us babyfying them. It's more so like, bitch, if they ain't gonna do it, we gonna say something. Somebody gonna finna say something around here. Somebody saying something. Straight up. Like, we not finna just sit quietly about this. Somebody's going to say something. And I have noticed that when fans do speak out, things do change. Like, I don't know if anyone noticed this, but if you guys notice in Stray Kids, for a while, they would not let Yunjin and Felix really be near each other. But I seen like the fans would speak out about it. And, you know, it was a big rah-rah behind it. Like, some fans was like, oh, the company is supposed to protect their image like that. Nobody needs to assume that they're dating and whatnot. Nah. And then there's the other fans that's going, you know, they look unhappy. Let them be together. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people think they dating, people going to think they date. You know what I'm saying? And what happened? Felix and Yunjin was closer than ever when they started back filming. I'm just so, you know what I'm saying? Like, fans speaking out about stuff does play a part in it. This is why I say, like, the fandoms in K-pop they hold a huge weight in a lot of stuff. Like, not to compare groups, but I'm going to compare like Stray Kids and ATEEZ. You know, there's Stay and then there's 18E. When I say Stay, I mean the respectful stays, not the entitled stays, not the toxic stays, not the parasocial stays. I'm talking about Stay, the real Stay. Like, will the real Stay please stand up? You know, them stays, you know, not those stays that are racist. Not the stays that target people over the stupidest shit, not going after the real. I'm talking about like the real Stay. And it is so sad that I have to say it like that. It really is. Because when I say this fandom is so toxic, man, it is insane. I literally told myself, I said, Caleb, for your mental health, you gotta... For my mental health, I've literally said I'm not a Stay. I'm just a fan of Stray Kids. Because mentally, it's gonna mess with me mentally. It is. Now, ATEEZ and Stay, the real ones, I've noticed the difference between those groups. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yosan, you know, ATEEZ noticed that ATEEZ ain't let up since. ATEEZ still on that shit, too. ATEEZ not letting up on that. Like, what? You know, and there's not a single person in 18 that's just going, yeah, when 18, my bad, y'all, my friend called me, the thing stopped, my bad. But yeah, like, when that stuff was going on with your son, 18, was on that shit. Like, they were on it. Like, oh no, y'all gonna treat my baby fair. Like, yeah, they were on it. Like, they ain't even, to this day, they have not let up on that shit. Like, bro, cause y'all not gonna do that to him. Like, that's the type of shit that I be talking about. And when I say 18 was on one accord with that, there wasn't no people just going, oh, well, the company got to protect his image. He can't get too buff. The company got to protect this and then the third. It was none of that. Whereas Stray Kids, you have some fans that go, oh, well, the company has to protect their image, so that's why they have to do this to that person. Oh, the company has to do this to keep that person going. Oh, the company has to do that and this. And then the other half is going, no, it does not matter. They're still human beings. Treat them like... Stay. I need y'all to get on one accord when y'all come to defending... When it comes to defending Stray Kids. I need y'all to be on one accord, because that is insane, bro. Like, 18, be on one accord. One. You not finna say nothing about Ooyeon. Ooyeon cursed somebody out. And then half of the fandom is going, oh, Ooyeon, you should never curse. And the other half is going, yeah, Ooyeon, get on their ass. They on one accord. Ooyeon cussed somebody out. The entire fandom come behind them like, yeah, so what happened? Who said what to Ooyeon? We coming. Stay. Y'all motherfuckers be fighting each other trying to defend Nida. What are we doing? Get it together. Get it together. Please and thank you. Please. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I can go on and on about my fandom. Despite me not being in the fandom, I still claim them. So, I'm just saying, man, I can go on and on, bro. But it's just like, it's certain things you can't pick and choose in these fandoms, not just with Stay, but it's other fandoms as well. You cannot pick and choose what you want to stand up for and be quiet about. You coming after this person because they made a series about this and that and the third, and you quiet over the motherfucker that broke into Leno's dorm. Are we serious right now? You can't get mad because this person said, oh, I want to fuck Chris so bad. I want this motherfucker to rearrange my guts. I want this motherfucker to put me through a headboard. You can't come after the fan that says that, but you're okay with the fans mobbing him, disrespecting his space. How are we not on one accord when it comes to defending the idols? Like, I have never seen so many fandoms pick and choose what they want to stand up to. You mad because this person then tweeted or put on Threads or put on Instagram that, oh, I want to gog 3000 this motherfucker. Oh, I want to do this and that and the third to this bitch and this and that and the third. And you quiet when someone breaks into their dorm. You quiet when someone says something racial towards them. You quiet when their boundaries get disrespected. You quiet because they done found their idol's parents' house. You quiet when the company is disrespecting them. You quiet when the company is starving them to create this picture perfect body. You quiet when they suffering health issues, but you loud when it comes to the charts. You loud when it comes to someone practicing their freedom of speech on social media. You're loud when someone finds joy in something and trying to bring fandoms together. You're loud when you're trying to put people against each other, but you're quiet on the serious issues. How are you so quiet with that? I'm just not understanding, because you're loud when it comes to these idols setting boundaries. You're loud when it comes to these idols letting it be known, I'm an adult, this ain't finna happen this way. You're loud when they act like human beings and want to be treated like human beings, but you're quiet over the serious issues. I'm just saying, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just tweaking. I don't know. Hey, who am I? Just saying, who am I? You know, like, and mind you, these idols is fine as a motherfucker. I don't think I have yet to see one ugly ass idol. Like, when I say these idols are fine as fuck, Changbin. Move Sungmin, is my turn to be manhandled by Changbin. I'm just saying, man. Like, Changbin. Oh, God. Y'all, the way I screamed Changbin's name at the Dominate Tour when he read my sign and flex, Jesus, I didn't even know I can sound like that. I was like, did I really just scream a man's name? Kayla, are you okay? Like, you would never mark your calendars. Today, February 25th, mark your calendars. I would never scream for a man. I would never bow to a man. I would never submit to a man. But boy, if Seo Changbin tells me sit down, I'm sitting down. If Seo Changbin tells me to sit down, I'm gonna say, where you want me to sit? Indian style, you want me to sit Indian style? Do you want my legs crossed? What? How do you want me to sit? That is, I don't know what it is about these idols that got bitches like me going crazy. I'm not the only one. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's something. It's something about the mother. Ain't no way. I grew up watching Mindless Behavior, Jonas Brothers, B2K, Pretty Ricky. I grew up Day 26. I grew up seeing all these groups. And if I was to see them groups in person, I wouldn't lose. Nothing would happen. But if I was to see Stray Kids, if I was to see Jackson Wang, if I was to see ATs, if I was to see J Park, yes, J Park, yes, shut up, don't judge me. If I was to see N-Hyphen, if I was to see Ricky, if I was to see any of these K-pop idols, do you not know the level of insanity I would lose? I think I would lose every motion in my body. I wouldn't even know how to act. I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't know how to act. That needs to be studied, actually. How is it that these boys got men questioning their sexuality, Felix? They got men questioning their sexuality so decently. I'm just like, yo. I don't, ooh, y'all, I'm just, Y'all, I'm just saying, cause girl, oh, who child, come Saturday, y'all, I know this wasn't a long podcast, but as I posted on my Instagram threads and my TikTok, I've had a lot going on this week. I've had a lot going on this week. I got job interviews that I have to get to this week. I got a family tragedy going on as we speak, actually. So it's a lot going on right now. So Saturday's podcast might be uploaded a little later as well. Might be. I'm going to keep you guys updated on that as I continue going on. I hope you guys really enjoyed my TED Talk. Let me know in the comments, what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? What are your personal opinions? You know what I'm saying? What are your personal opinions that weren't paid for? You know what I'm saying? Like, join K's conversation. I want to hear you guys. I want to interact with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, because this was a real touchy subject, and I said a whole lot. I've said a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, and I'm trying to get my life organized in order because there's so much stuff going on this week. I know I sound like a broken record, but I just have to let you guys know. Another thing that I am going to touch base on is having guest stars. So, couple content creators have reached out to me to join the K-Gurly's K-Talk podcast. Hey, my fellow melanin sisters. Hey, bookies. Hey. So, to anyone who wants to guest star on the K-Gurly's K-Talk podcast, if you have not, please follow my TikTok, which is the K-Gurly's K-Talk. K-Gurly 2000, that is my TikTok. I will do guest stars via TikTok live, and I will record the TikTok live and get it uploaded. So I hope you guys, I hope more content creators reach out to join the podcast. It's like we can all have our opinions and stuff, because I do want to hear everybody. I do want to expand, because my end goal of this podcast, not even end goal, I do want to be able to keep the podcast going as long as I can, but one goal I have is to reach at least 50 subscribers before June. I'm already at 27 subscribers, so hopefully I can get some more. Yay. But another big goal that I have is to start having idols guest star on the podcast. Guys, I'm manifesting ATs, man, I'm manifesting ATs, like, I'm manifesting it, I'm manifesting Stray Kids, Jackson Wang, Jay Park, all the K-pop idols, in hyphen, not Ricky, Zero Base One, I'm manifesting it, P1 Harmony. I'm manifesting to start having the idols guest star. I'm manifesting it. So I hope one day that my podcast does get big enough, because, I want the podcast to be one of those podcasts that they can come on, that they don't have to rehearse for. Yeah. This will be one of the podcasts that they don't have to rehearse for. It's just straight up your opinion. Like, stand on what you say how you stand, say what you feel how you say, you know what I'm saying? That's my ultimate end goal. But I will see you guys Saturday, probably for 9 p.m. again. Until next time, sending kisses from K-Gurly. Annyeong!